innocent kids were killed. They were shot at. Some of them were permanently injured. Most of us, we just know June 16. Hector Peterson. Then some few names that Solomon Mahlangu, some few names come to our minds.
It should be a holiday at 2 days, because I'm sure that thing did not happen for 1 day.
United didn't happen for 1 day.
We are proposing, Mr. Ramaphosa, can we please have that as a 2-day holiday?
Yeah, man, what's up? Yo, it's been a minute. TLC is back online. Cleopas, what's up, my brother?
We in it, T-Man. Long time.
Yo, it's been very few busy days for us. Man.
It's
been very difficult.
It was lit.
Yeah.
It was lit. But now we're back. We're back. Like, subscribe, share with your friends and family.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name is Themba Zulu alongside
Spook Banner, Spook Mapena, Spook, whatever you want to call me, I'm that person. Bona, I'm here, we in it.
Man. Few days after the June 16, Cleopas.
Hey. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
One of the most important days in South Africa.
Yeah, it's a very interesting one.
Okay, let's just quickly maybe talk about what's written down before we can
our
views. Remember, our podcast is all about our views. Me and you just saying how we think things can be perceived or can be seen from our side as well. So, okay.
Let's get in it.
Yeah, sure. So let me just quickly read what's written down. June 16, also known as Youth Day in South Africa, commemorates the 1976 Soweto uprising when students protested against the implementation of Afrikaans as the medium of instruction in black schools. This day honors the youth. Who were killed during the protest and I just took this thing out. And the struggle against apartheid. Okay, let me quickly read this thoroughly.
You
know, man, this day honors the youth who were killed during the protest and their struggle against apartheid. So basically, that's the long and short of it. So students in Soweto, for those who, because this happened in 1976, were not even there as well.
1976?
Yeah, this happened in 1976 in Soweto. So few schools, black kids came together and said, guys, we cannot have this. Let us go to a rally at Orlando Stadium and protest against this. That's basically how it started. Then they send a word to all the other schools to say, guys, on this day we are doing this protest. Then we are going to a peaceful rally in Orlando West. Then the schools came together and the struggle started, And then as they were marching there, obviously more and more schools joined and the protest became big and big. And they were just marching to Orlando Stadium so that they can have a rally and address their issues, because there's this gentleman, his name was Tom, that was supposed to meet and express their views and their feelings about the June 16.
So Evan, actually, this is actually now a little bit of a eye-opener for me.
Sure.
So interesting, because you know what I just learned now. Right. In all, I didn't know that it was based on what you just read now.
Yes.
It seems like nearly based on how can I put this? It was based on language. Like they did not want the language.
To be used as a medium of instruction.
So what I'm thinking now in my mind is that the June 16,
yes,
is it linked somehow with the ANC winning government, or is it totally different thing?
It's totally different. I'm not sure if it links, but I think it's a totally different thing. So but because remember, like you're saying now, most of us, we just know June 16, Hector Peterson. Then some few names that Solomon Mahlangu, some few names come to our minds. But we're trying to break it down now so that everybody can clearly understand. So, like I was just explaining, so as the students were marching to Orlando Stadium, then police came. And it was just a peaceful march. no harm intended. They just wanted to express their feelings. Then the police came. And remember, when the police came, they didn't even issue a warning to say we're going to disperse tear gases, we're going to shoot, because they had live ammunition.
Yeah.
They didn't give them a warning to say maybe can you disperse before we can early shapega tear gas or something like that.
That time, that time never invented the rubber bullet, or they were not yet invented.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna ask Google as one day.
I don't know.
You can ask on the guys watching. Ask Google, when were rubber bullets invented? Maybe we can have an idea. Maybe we blaming.
Maybe they had an opportunity to use rubber bullets. They didn't have rubber bullets existing at the time.
Yeah, because it was a long time ago. Ne? Yeah. Okay. So you were still saying sorry.
So then, immediately, police, when they arrived there, they didn't ask questions. They didn't do anything. They started shooting at the people, tear gas. Yeah, everything. Then chaos started. Yeah, chaos started. Then innocent kids were killed. They were shot at. Some of them were permanently injured during the strike. Some of them were permanently injured.
Like disabled.
Yeah,
like
majority were killed. Some of them were killed.
Oh my
God. This now, because what we need to clarify here is
this
was happening in Soweto, the southeastern township.
Yes.
Not in South Africa.
Yeah.
But the outcome of what happened on that day, on June 16, obviously it didn't end there. Then now it started spreading to other townships as well. To say, hey, our brothers and sisters were killed trying to fight this.
Yeah.
Then now it expanded to majority of, especially Gauteng-based townships. Your Mamelodi, those big.
Tsakane. I've heard stories about Tsakane,
KwaThema. It was like, I think they also caught that fire very big.
I heard about that.
Yes,
So you know what like boggles my mind, or the thing that just the light bulb that went on. Ne? I'm thinking like the start of this thing was teenagers essentially.
Still at school, yes.
Yeah, because it's essentially teenagers that basically went and said, no,
we don't want this.
We don't want this language and of this language of instruction.
Yes.
So before nearly English or nearly like Nguni languages, like native.
I think it was still a bit of both. I'm not sure. I haven't done that research, but then it's when they wanted to push this narrative to say this one must be actually the only medium of instruction.
Yeah. No other languages.
No other language should be used as a medium of instruction. Then so many incidents happened. So there was a gentleman I was talking to who was there, but in Pretoria. A gentleman from Pretoria who told me one of the incidents where he experienced. So what happened was, as the fight was going on and everything, because now police were running after kids and beating them and everything, and kids were also retaliating. Doing their things
with rocks, because they didn't have guns, I guess.
Sure, they didn't. They didn't,
because it's teenagers, right? At the end of the day.
Then so he said one incident that nearly destroyed everything that was there in Mamelodi when it comes to teenagers or young people, for that matter. This police is now running behind this guy, is trying to catch this guy. Then the guy is busy jumping into people's yards and everything. So another guy can see the incident as it unfolds, and he's standing at a certain corner. He grabs a brick. As the comrade Lefita, the police, the white cop is following the guy.
He's running after him.
Then he slammed that guy with a brick right on his face.
When the guy turned around, because obviously he fell and he just tried to stand up and go back, because other police as well are busy running at other people and everything.
Yeah, it's chaos basically.
Yeah, it's chaos all over the streets. Then when they saw the guy was
bleeding,
full of
like
blood and everything, he said they reinforced the police force.
Yeah.
He said it was like Mamelodi felt like a graveyard, a very peaceful graveyard, because nobody could walk on the street after that.
Yeah.
Because they were killing, destroying everything that can possibly have energy to do what was done to that police. The only person who could survive being on the street was kuku o leng hore le bona ba monoramo hayi u itekile ka kota ugogo ongasakhona ukwenza next or umkhulu ongasakhona ukwenza next. The way the situation unfolded, it ended up being like, even if even let's say parents, you jump into their house, they didn't even ask who are you. They will try and hide you because they could tell that our kids are dying. They are finishing our kids.
So it was horrible.
It was bad, according to people who were there. It was bad, Cleo, because right now it's not about what people think it is. People just dancing around. Yes, we can celebrate it differently, but that was bad, man. May those people's beautiful souls rest in peace.
Like
once we're affected by it.
Wait, Joe, T-Man, you talking about a different narrative. Because honestly, now I'm one of those people. June 16, I wear my tie, my school uniform. I wear my school uniform. It doesn't fit, so I bought another pants just in case you're wondering.
FYI,
for your information. So the way that I grew up, knowing that picture of Hector Peterson. And I don't know.
In short, Bamutwe.
Bamutsurso, I think the Bamutsurso, and he's bleeding out.
To death.
And it's a black and white picture.
Unfortunately.
So imagine if it was full HD.
We could see the blood.
We could see that. It would have been like a lot more painful. Because that picture, you can see the pain from that black and white picture. So imagine now, that's the thing I know. Like I'm just giving you a narrative.
Yes, sure. We're talking about how we understand it from our side.
So I knew I didn't even know it. That thing, it happened Kodika studying.
It ended up spreading to other
I just knew Soweto, and I was not even sure it's about the language changing. I thought it was just a struggle for apartheid. Fighting. I didn't know that. She was calling me.
No, it was actually a fight by students.
That's how it started.
They didn't wanna study in Africa.
So but what I'm hearing, maybe that thing earlier, maybe it wasn't that they didn't like the language. Maybe it was the breaking point. Imagine growing up, you seeing your parents, they carrying around the dompas. Because I saw my grandmother's dompas. She showed me. So carrying around the dompas, your dad coming back home with bruises. Never met her, or it doesn't come home ever again, disappears. Maybe that was the limit, point, the breaking point to say, man,
enough is enough. True. It was that, remember, they left us with those scars, even though we're not there. That is why today you are Cleo. What do you have to do with being Cleo? Because Umutswana, you should be Ramadi Meja, for Pedis. Yes. We shouldn't be having this problem, but they were forced to even give us
the English names because they couldn't pronounce Tsepo. Okay, so it makes I
so it's a string of things, like you're saying, to say maybe the students were getting tired of some of the things, and they said it's even getting worse. Now we even have to learn, because that means we had to stop speaking Zulu.
Because Bazo's shy. If ukulma Zulu classing.
Jekan Matprat, who can prate Zulu? Jekan Matprat mos. Yes.
Okay. So it makes sense from that perspective. And to think, I'm learning all these things. It's about that thing.
My comrades are not
to tell you the truth, I thought ANC. I don't want to lie. So now that I'm hearing this, ANC has nothing to do with it.
There were some, because there was student movement involved in this.
COSAS.
There were some few movements that were involved. Not sure about ANC, but there were some movements.
Yes.
Especially black movements that were there to support that narrative, to say, no, we can't have this. Let's stop this.
Because it's I've heard horrific stories, especially when I was chilling with my Wodies go East End. There's this guy I keep meeting up. I don't know if I can I'm saying his name, Bongo Riot. Nelly Patia, I think Gang of Instrumentals.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Gang of Insta, I don't remember. But Unalipina Lipo Elton John, he was big.
Okay.
Back then, Unalipina Zahari, like not so long ago. Yeah, before she passed away.
Yeah.
So Bongo Riot, he grew up Kotema. So he was he was actually telling me Kakosas or Nebairang.
Yes.
But no la utumumbarg number 9. Like because even though hunale struggle am khone bare hunale ba banki dimpimpi tsa maphodisa
true, yeah,
always tsa government. So bare damane ke number 9 if ba kry ulumpimpi ba shaya after ba bitsa number 9 bare nana le meno ne 9.
Okay.
Yeah, after a fitla molo potlo
you know
yeah after phumula taitene tawatsama. So like those and it was like when he was because he's a good storyteller when he was telling
he's
it
narrating it so
and it's like entertaining, but now that I actually think about it, true.
The same gentleman who was telling me this story that I just told you now of that break, he was narrating it so nicely. He's like, Temba, the only thing that could walk on the street was ugogo lo ukuthi makaphethe induku namaphoyisa, then that one they can pass. But anything else that can have an energy, it was destroyed. They were destroying everything.
Balenele maphodisa nese ba cold drink.
No,
nese ba cold drink.
No. Remember those ones didn't have heart. They were just
doing what
ne? They didn't feel a pain.
Like no June 16. My version of June 16 is Puza. Dagwa. So Groover.
Have fun.
And then Tolistogo.
Istogo.
Kubona yo. Kubona di. Hey, how's it? Chudu? Are you good, man? Good, are you good? Sure. Aye, man. Guys, our producer is asking too many questions. He's asking too many questions, this guy. Don't edit it out. Don't edit it out.
Yeah, please don't edit that out. We like it raw.
People must know.
You know we love it.
Our producer is questioning us. He's here questioning us.
Yeah, sure. You were still saying.
So yeah, no, I was saying. So it's about fun right now, right? So honestly speaking, now like I'm seeing it, Joro Groover ho namnate, rona ke off day. If I would say if maybe I will put this, I will like I will nurse or doctor.
You're not an essential worker.
Essential work. Yeah. If you're not an essential worker, you're probably gonna be drunk if you're drinking. If you're not
enjoying
drinking,
the holiday. Majority of the people are just thinking about enjoying the holiday. That's all.
And you know what I think? Based on what I've just learned now, I think June 16, we should actually have maybe 1 hour moment of silence.
Even if it's not a moment of silence, when I clear, if we can get something to sensitize and get younger generations to understand the importance of it, because you know why? Because we've lost. Remember, we are betraying that generation that died for us. Cleo. If you look at majority of parents right now, kids who go to those good schools, they have to do Afrikaans as a first language. It happens to all of us. Kids are going there, and Afrikaans is the first language in those schools. Like they are forced to learn Afrikaans, and remember, they don't do Zulu, they don't do Tswana. Only few can offer that. So in other words, we are still betraying that generation because we don't have the information.
And on top of that, you're paying more instead of
you pay more for that. You pay a lot of money. You pay a lot of money. You easily pay 5K for a month for schools.
Installment.
Wait until you have a child. Wait until you have a child, man.
TSI.
It will be more expensive by the time you have a child.
Company ka misa ka sika mrekela TSI dai boy ke tsa mapila ka TSI.
What's the point? Africans.
What's the point? Or maybe I'll learn as time goes on. Maybe what's the point?
It's the thing. So you see, right now the one that we just came from, the June 16, it was on a Monday. Everybody started celebrating it from Friday. It was just a holiday. I had fun. Actually, I because I drove to Richards Bay. Just came back from Richards Bay because it was just an opportunity for us to do other things. Even though I went there for church activities for the youth in church and everything, but we are losing the exact plot of it.
We losing. I think we should change the way we celebrate it. Yes, it should be a holiday.
Yeah.
Mara, it should be a holiday at 2 days. Because I'm sure that thing did not happen for one day. No,
United didn't happen for one day.
We are proposing, Mr. Ramaphosa, can we please have that as a 2-day holiday?
Yeah, for now.
You can remove...
Just
yeah, I remove ing.
Some of our malume bethu bashona lapho.
Yeah.
Some of the people that you should have known today will never wake up knowing them.
Yeah, maybe nungebe kitsamaka viano ya uncle waka.
Yeah, because he was a fighter. He could have broken some few barriers for the family, but the guy died on that day. We don't know where we could have been
like
if those people were still alive. I agree with you there.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
I fully agree with you.
No. I'm proposing a 2-day holiday.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make it a week because I'm sure it did not end in one.
No,
day.
It didn't take only 2 days. It lasted for days, man.
Yeah, if we can. My proposal
just
is
that week. We killed that week totally.
Yeah, we killed that week.
We focus on educating people about that.
Yeah.
And we are volunteering, Mr. President.
Yeah.
We will go to the union building, stand there, and educate your young people.
Yeah, we can because
Amanda Comrade.
Yeah, so we do it 5 days, ne? I even have an agenda.
Yeah.
First day, we're gonna be serving drinks.
Sponsored by the government.
Yeah, first day we're serving drinks, sponsored by the taxpayer. That's the Monday, not Thursday.
Yeah.
Monday, first day.
Yeah.
Then also we have welcomings. That's the first day.
Yes,
we will have
those drinks you're talking about. Remember, those are welcome drinks.
Yeah. And remember, we'll have people from far, like Swaziland.
Yeah. No, we can do it even in a province. So that
even Trump will
cluster.
come.
Yeah,
June 16.
so that we don't cluster one province.
Yeah.
Let's say we do it in Union.
No, it must be in Gauteng. It must be in Gauteng.
No, remember, they can still. We can't accommodate everybody all at once.
There are many abandoned buildings.
They can do others. Let's say others go to Mbombela Stadium, others go to Peter Mokaba Stadium, others in Cape Town, so that it's not too expensive to transport people, so that we can save money for food.
Let me tell you what we do.
Let me hear
Timen. There are many abandoned buildings hijacked in Pretoria.
Yeah.
We'll accommodate everyone. Those abandoned buildings.
Are they safe for the people? Remember, we have to still consider.
I get it's a 5-year plan.
Okay.
If they give
us the budget now.
Yeah. They give us a budget.
That 5 billion budget. We can get this to be like.
Yeah, we cut the ministers' cars. All of them. They drive with Tezis.
Yeah.
And we cut the escort.
One escort car and then bikes.
No,
it's your X5 and one escort and the rest is motorbikes.
No, they must use public transport. They must use public transport. Gautrain is how many billions invested? They must use public transport.
They must start using Gautrain.
It's billion. Okay, so Mara, let's fast forward because now I'm seeing we are running out of. I want to get this idea. If it's a 5-day. So we fix the abandoned buildings. Maybe we get 5 billion that tender. We fix abandoned buildings. We turn them into accommodations for students. And then, because there's a lot of students that need accommodation. Or we even turn them into universities, because I don't think there's been a new university open since 1994.
A June 16 university.
A
legacy thing. We're thinking for this community.
And then after
we're
that,
just sitting and talking gibberish.
we can make this change.
We've got brains, man. We got brains here. We can think, we can talk, we can do stuff.
So it's sort out the accommodation.
Sure.
Second one, Dijo.
The food must be flowing, because then we're also going to give tenders to people to come and do catering.
The food is easy. Again, right now, we have white farmers that went to America and they found out that America is not what they thought. They can come back and then we'll just give them a special of supplying. The cost will be supplying June 16 food to everyone. They come back for free. They supply June 16. It's a win-win.
It's
a give and take. That's it.
Yeah,
we can make it even English and say, no, it's a tax write-off. So sharp.
Everybody would like to have that. Tax write-off.
It sorts out the food problem. So first day, welcoming. Second day, speech and history lesson, which is Tuesday. Wednesday, it's more speech and history lesson.
And peace, smoking the peace pipe to say, guys, even though it happened,
we want Habibi.
Let's smoke the peace pipe and all
sit down and forgive each other.
Yes,
and
yes,
move forward.
yes.
Yeah. We're not forgetting, we're forgiving.
We're forgiving, yes.
Because
Doesn't mean I must forget. Yeah,
those scars will be there forever. Yeah. And they told us. Yeah, no, that is why I get it. We've lost our uncles. We've lost people who could have made a huge difference in this country. Some people were gonna be big breadwinners in their families, and they were lost. Yeah, they died.
So it's sort of out. So
future Bafana players were lost there. Future national assets were lost there.
We could have won the World Cup already.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Could have won the World Cup already.
True.
Yeah. So these things is true. So now we are left with so Wednesday and Thursday we talk. We are reconciling, really reconciling and open. Yeah. Friday, siyapuza. Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe. We are recording live from Sense Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, this is T's and C's. Please like and subscribe. Like lapha ngiyazi ukuthi bawufaka into zakhona lapha ukhona ugift uzoshaya into zakhe lapha. Please like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe. We're available on Facebook, on TikTok, everywhere. Sikhona ku YouTube, sikhona kuyo yonke indawo. So today, like you can hear, we are teaching you very important stuff. This is timeless. We need to know this. Show this to your kids, show this to an older person, show this to any generation. They will benefit from this.
It's a fact. It's a fact. We spitting we dropping jewels, man.
Yeah, man.
We dropping jewels, man.
Yeah, we don't have time, man.
Yeah,
we ain't got no time, man.
We ain't got time.
We ain't got no time, man.
Dropping jewels, man.
No.
Man.
We ain't gonna just sit here and do nothing.
You don't know these guys, but I don't know.
Yeah, so that's how the June 16 came about. So for people out there, because majority of the people right now, like I'm saying, everybody's just pushing their own agenda. We've forgotten about the real agenda. I mean, I'm not a politician, but this is very important to me. I should know about this. This is very important to you. This is important to you. This is important to him. This is important to everybody. And you should know this, guys.
It was new to me, this thing.
We can't let this just die down. Because by the look of things right now, it's slowly dying a very peaceful death. Or a very slow death. And we can't have that.
Because I remember that picture Hector Peterson. No. Baira engwe by edita the AI ne. They edit the picture. Now it looks like someone is there and he's holding a beer bottle.
You see now.
You see those things.
Yeah, obviously that's where people because they don't understand the seriousness of the picture. We can't let, like you're saying, we wanna see that raw black and white picture of Hector Peterson. And other brothers out there. Because remember, it was not only Hector Peterson who died in that strike. Other serious comrades died as well. So that's why we were so passionate about it.
Yeah, and they're editing it nicely. Guys, enjoy June 16 nicely, Mara. You must know for what happened. Don't just...
So because now we're talking about this, after this one is already passed, so maybe we're going to have to come and do another one before the next June 16. Have to try and do it. Because this one, we're doing it already after the June 16.
And so I think maybe for that next one, we must get like a perspective of a white person. What were they thinking?
Yes.
When what did they hear? Because maybe you find that my friend Yaku didn't know that when this was happening, it was a massacre, if I can call it like that. They were slaughtering people who were defenseless. Maybe he had a different narrative. Maybe when his father came home as a police officer with blood on his forehead and he's injured, maybe he looked at that and he thought, what? There's a war outside.
Yeah, let's go fight.
Knowing that, no, it's kids.
Somebody was trying to defend themselves in any case.
Knowing that
because they were so caught up between a rock and a hard place.
So I feel you. I think
so.
I think that's it for today, man.
Let's call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you had a great June 16 holiday and you made the most of it. And going forward, please be educated about everything. Our country is so full of history. That's one thing for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Themba Undaba Ezithalo Esithuskanda umntwana washela into umfana washela intombi intombakhe yogijima utshela nathiwe manang lo mfana kaNdaba Ezithu angishela ngenze njani umama wathi ayimqome ngane yami kudala kabi simfuna lo Ndaba Ezithu Mageba mntwana sithula isikandaba sasho
And we out. Peace. It's still me.
Yeah.